Okay, a few people have asked me to take a look at some bearings questions. So that's what we're going to look at in this video. So just starting off with the basics really. So write down the bearing of B from P for this first one. Now bearings are always from north. So actually the bearing of B from P, you just go from the north line coming up from P, go down, you can see it's 120. So 120 degrees. Work out the bearing of A from P. So A from P is this angle all the way around. So you always have to go clockwise around from north. Now, we know that this is 90, so actually that tells us that this angle here is 270 because they have to add up to make 360. So the key thing to remember about bearings is they always come from north and they go round clockwise from the point you're doing it from. So next one, measure the bearing of B from A. So you're going to need a protractor for this. And what you would do is you'd set your protractor with the 0 line going up here, and then just check. We're using the outside numbers for this because that's not a 350 degree angle. And then you go round to the line that we're on. And if we look here, it's going to be 115 degrees. So you can mark it on there. But that angle there is 115 degrees. So that is the initial bearing of B from A. Second part, measure the bearing of A from B. So that means we need to measure that angle there, okay? You can measure it. There's also a quick way to do it. You've got co-interior angles here with this C shape. So actually we know that this angle here is 65, and then you can do 360, take away 65, but also you can just measure it with your protractor. But quite a handy thing, and I'll show you some other bearings questions later on, is this rule with co-interior angles.